start with the trading tip of the week. What's the trading tip of the week?
We all know to not go against the trend of the market, but we often don't look at the time frames to trade that are counterintuitive that will go with the trend and give you more profits. For 2026, I think unless you have an algorithm in your possession or you're using chips, data, and large language models to trade, I think you should start trading with the Asian session first, the evening session. I know it's not as much volume. This is my futures traders. There's not as much volume there, but you won't get whipped out as much. Then you should go to the London session. A lot of y'all be up late anyway at 2 a.m. Central, sending me questions or in shade room comments. Then the American session should be last. I know the American session gives you the most volume, but if you look, one fascinating thing I learned from the tournament is that the people who focus on the London and Asian sessions the most end up making the most money. Can you have tremendous wins in the American Open? Absolutely. But that first 20 or 15 minutes when the market is whipping around and the direction is not clear, I tell Nicole, who's in Red Panda all the time, like trade the close of the American session because you won't have as much volatility. I think we need to reverse the order of which we trade. We should do the Asian evening session first, then London, then the American, and not the American Open first to give you more gains in the market. You can probably eke out on a futures market 200 to 300% more just trade it in that order opposed to doing the open of the American session first.
And can I selfishly ask something for the audience?
For sure.
I want to talk to them about EMAs, and I know I don't even want to do it without you giving your input, but obviously we talk about EMAs, the 72, which I know you love, 150, 200, but there's some companies that we'll probably talk about tonight that are hitting that 400 EMA. Can you just tell them why? Yeah. Can you tell them why 400 is important, why you love it so much?
The 400 to me is a representation and a visual marker for where that low to boat price could be. So if you're taking the average 400 sessions, if they've drugged down far enough, that represents a tremendous buy zone for a long-term period. So like that's a great 2 to 5 year hold. There's a lot of companies that have bled below the 200. Like most people say, okay, buy at the 200, and if it bleeds below, never buy again. That's not true. That's not what hedge funds do. They're looking for a deeper level. So a 400 EMA is a great place to, if you want to make a legendary investment like Meta in 2022, that 400 moving exponential moving average is a good place to load up if you're going to hold for a 2 to 5 year period.
Or Meta in 2026.
Hello. And Meta's starting to be the canary in the coal mine for where the market could go, ironically enough. Yep.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Like Rashad, when you bought that house super cheap and I didn't get the text to 400 EMA. That's what you need for the stock market.